In studying, it says that the Lord calls none into his family to live unholy lives, but that they may be taught and enabled to walk before him in holiness. And like I said, if you were just anybody, you would just say that it was luck, it was happenstance, I stumbled upon this. But we can say it's God. Every good thing, every bad thing that has happened to us, God has brought us through it, and God has delivered us. So it says, marvel not. So I looked up the word marvel, because most people think Marvel is a comic book character. It says astonished. So I'm going to try and change that a little bit. It says marvel not. Don't be astonished. Don't be surprised. Don't be amazed. Don't be shocked. Don't be stunned. Don't be dumbfounded. Don't be stupefied. That the world is going to hate you. When I bless you, the world will hate you. But yet, as we walk this walk, as we go through life, the minute we run up against a little opposition, we get frustrated. We get upset. We want to fight back. But God said, marvel not. My brother, marvel not. Don't worry about it. It says turn the other cheek. But God is hard. How can I make it? See, the reason that people hate, the reason that people don't want to see you succeed is because your glory is outshining theirs. But when your eyes is on God, it don't matter what anybody around you is doing, because we are going to walk this walk together. We are going to build God's kingdom together. I don't care if you can do it better than me, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my part to walk with God. But see, we get jealous because somebody's name got called. We get jealous because we're not in the forefront and people don't see that we did something. It don't matter, because it's all about God. God said, if I be lifted up, not if David be lifted up. He said, if I be lifted up, I will draw all men. So what are you jealous about? What are you hating your brother and sister about? He said, no greater commandment that I give to thee, that you love your brother. So if you have to love, then where does hatred come from? If you're supposed to be loving your brother or your sister, then why are you upset that they're getting blessed and you seem like that it's not you, that you're not getting blessed? But like the song said, when you start looking at your house, your home, your shoes don't have holes in it, your AC work, you got money to eat, but yet you not being blessed. Somebody else got something that you want. I want the next big thing, but God said if you be faithful over a few things, I'll make you ruler over many. So you wondering why you can't get blessed like Sister so-and-so. You wondering why you can't walk like the Joneses. Because you ain't being thankful for the things that God gave you. But when you are starting to be thankful, when God is starting to lift you up, he said, marvel not, because they will hate you. He said, marvel not. In John 15:8, it says, if the world hates you, you know it hated me before it hated you. Right. So if when God walked on the earth, they hated him for the things that he did. If God walked in holiness, he gave us the example. If Jesus walked in holiness, he gave us the example to follow. Why did God give his son? He gave his son for an example because he sent many before his son. But none of them could do what Jesus could do. See, we talked about it today in Sunday school. See, the children of Israel, when they got delivered from Egypt, and they was at Mount Sinai, God said, don't lift up your golden gods. Don't lift up your silver, gods of silver. He said, you need to build an altar and you need to sacrifice your lamb, your sheep, your oxen. But see, in the New Testament, Jesus did it all. Jesus paid the price that we all may be saved. So we don't have to do none of that no more. All we have to do is believe. All we got to do is walk upright before him. And if we walk upright before him, we can make it through anything. Pastor just talked about David. They looked at David, the soldiers looked at David, what you going to do that we can't do? David asked him, he said, what you afraid of? Don't you know you serve the living God? So if we know we serve the living God, when a little hatred come our way, what are we afraid of? Why are we attacking? Why are we fighting back? Because we don't know no better. Or we know better and we just don't want to do better. 1 Thessalonians 4:8 say, he therefore that despiseth not man, but God, who hath also given unto us his Holy Spirit. And I read earlier that God does not call anybody into his family to live an unholy life. So he gave you his Holy Spirit. So when they're hating on you, just know they're hating on God. Because if they hate you, they hate the Father. They hate God and they hate the Father that sent him. So if they're hating on you, it ain't about you. It's about the God in you. Now, if you don't have God in you, then it might be about you. But if we use the Holy Spirit and we walk upright before God and we are walking in the newness of life that we talk about, then when a little hatred come our way, all we got to do is shake it off. We ain't got to worry about it. Because if we continue to look at God and not man, it don't matter what we do on this earth. It don't matter if we get cut. It don't matter if they punch us. We can stand still. See, in the word it says, in verse 11 it says, and that ye study to be quiet. Oh, that's the problem. It said that you study to be quiet.
Yeah.
See, we want to fight our own battles. God said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So if vengeance is his, and we are his, then what are we fighting for?
Come on, right.
Why do we want to pop off? Hey, I'm 40 years old. If my mama tell me to do something and I pop off for her, I will get knocked out. I guarantee you. Still. And people wonder why. Well, you grown. Hey, that's my mama. It's the same thing with God. See, this morning we talked about the children of Israel when God came and he gave all of these big manifestations of who he was. The thunder, the lightning, the trumpet sound, the smoke. The children of Israel, they backed up. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Who are you and what you want with me? See, when we're going through our trials and tribulations, there's things that we don't want to let go. But God said, let them go. He said, if you let them go, you can come out the other side. But see, we want to hold on to them and we want to keep fighting. But see, Moses told the children of Israel, he said, fear not. For God is coming. Because they told Moses, they said, Moses, you talk to us. Because what God is saying right now, and the way God is talking, we're going to die. I don't want to hear that. So when we're telling you to get out your mess, you don't want to hear it. Just like we probably didn't when we was your age. Just like we didn't when we was sitting in that pew. We don't want to hear it sometimes. Pastor will preach, and that word will cut. The Bible